The Whiskey Brothers podcast is intended for an adult listening audience. If you find yourself easily offended, I guarantee this will do it.
They don't want no problem. Nah.
From Houston, Texas, the Whiskey Brothers podcast starts now.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast. Hi, episode 720. Your cast. I'm Slade Ham, your host, as always. Rob Mungle.
Yeah, good to be here.
Seated off to the right in town, Sam Damaris. Doesn't know how a microphone works.
Yes, I'm back after a long time, but that would be really cool, except
John Wessling is here.
What?
Where'd that fuck come from?
No surprise. No dragging it out.
What's up, dude? It's good to see you again, man. Thank you very much for
people are
having
going.
me back.
Who the fuck is John Wesley?
Yeah, exactly. If you haven't listened since about episode 450, maybe I think I stopped by that one too. Briefly. But it's good to be back, man. Thank you guys for having me,
Dude, absolutely. So we hung out. We closed down the Joke Joint in Houston a couple of weeks ago, and you and I hadn't seen each other in it's been a while.
It's been a damn long time.
But we got to hang out. We got to catch up. We did some drinks. We put a coffin nail in that old club, like we've done so many others.
I think
We've got to stop meeting like that.
I think y'all hadn't seen each other in so long. You got like 6 more babies, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, one just divided in the night. Just woke up.
You got it wet.
It's my youngest son, CK. We ran out of names.
It really did. It really did. That wouldn't even be as bad as one of the real ones. CK walks free.
So what do y'all call Cosby now? It's a
BB. Yeah, pretty much.
BB.
She has Cosby tendencies. Well, you know, whenever she gets in trouble, we call her by her full name, and that's how she knows she's going to sleep soon.
Here, eat this Jello.
That's right.
You catch her putting stuff in her little brother's milk?
Oh, yeah, she is a bit of a
no,
doser.
even worse. She's putting stuff right in Mama's titty.
She likes to, she is a bit of an assassin. She likes, she does like prison shanking. Like she'll come up and give you a hug and be like, "Oh, give me a hug," and she'll totally cold-blooded, and then real quick, a little double tap, stab right in the ribs. You're like, "Fuck."
Let you know she could have.
Yeah.
It's counting coup.
Oh, and then she'll do the thing where she goes, "Let me see your head. What's on your head?" Stab, down, over, twist, brains, show it to you, throw it on the floor, stomp it, stab the hole, fill it up. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
You have got to stop watching Law and Order.
Yeah. And she's pretty. So she's she's got a trained assassin Marvel
She's
series.
She's going to be on ID channel at
Kill
some point
Bill.
in her life.
You got Fox Force 5 over there.
Man, and one time, we love watching like crime stuff and weird alien documentaries and shit.
Yeah.
It's far more damaging to their psyches than cartoons.
Yeah.
And we were flipping through and it was 48, the first 48. Right? Seen the show
Yeah.
48?
Great show.
Oh, yeah.
And the premise is that they catch most murders in the first 48 hours as soon as they find the body, right? Yeah.
Right.
And I'm explaining that to her because she's curious about why the clock was ticking on the thing. And then she said, so wait, if they don't catch me in the first 48 hours. And I was like, bitch, when did you go first person in this?
And are you going feral? Like, what's your plan?
Oh, she's born feral.
Yeah, that isn't a statute of limitations.
No, that's what she was trying to figure out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a...
Yeah.
like,
So
do
you get 48 hours, so if I run for 48 hours...
Basically base,
Yeah.
right? That's
I'm home.
I can hide out for 2 days.
Yeah.
She can't, though. That bitch wants a snack every 13 minutes.
How old is she now?
She is 6.
Fuck, that's the young one?
There's one more after that. Then the boy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The boy. God, he's
That's
how
been
old?
He's 3.5.
Shit.
I know.
Damn.
No, you know what? I saw you at Sean Rouse's funeral.
That was a year ago.
That was the last
Yeah,
time.
that was a year ago
And
last
I don't think we
weekend.
talked
Yeah.
a bunch of. God damn, that was
Yeah,
already
man.
a year ago.
Isn't that trippy?
And we didn't have a bunch of family. It was a weird.
Yeah, it was quick. It was a funeral. What are you gonna do? Stepdad smoked a joint, hung out.
Or if you're Rob, go take communion.
Yeah, I took communion.
A lot of us did, yeah. Oh, you mean real
Really?
communion?
Yes.
Yeah, I took the communion.
Really?
Yes.
Hey,
Oh,
did.
fuck yeah.
Yeah. Attell's
Sean-
eyes just rolled back in his
Yeah,
head.
if Sean Rouse is going to make me go to a fucking church funeral, I'm riding every fucking ride. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're doing this here. Okay, let's take the communion,
Not
asshole.
even joking.
Look,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. I'm not on the full blown fuck your God side, but I've always thought, like, even when I was a kid, I was looking at my mom like, this is fucked up, right? Like, this is eat my body, drink my blood. If it wasn't Jesus, you would say this was a cult.
Yeah,
like this is simulated cannibalism.
Yeah. It's still a cult.
Simulated cannibalism.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
But
You know
these
what I
cheap
mean?
fucking Catholics, they didn't even get the wine. They just gave you the cracker.
You didn't
drink.
get the juice?
They didn't even get the juice.
I feel like
man.
they smelled it on you.
Yeah,
you've had enough.
Like you pre-gamed
They knew
before.
who they were marrying. They were like, we are not giving alcohol to this group.
Well,
He does look like he needs something to eat on all that blood he's been drinking.
Yeah.
that being said, I will raise a glass to the memory of Rouse and to drink it out of this bottle that we have not consumed anything out of since we taped the
Oh,
special in 2015.
I don't know how this is going to taste.
It's
Yeah.
whiskey, Rob.
I know,
It
but-
doesn't go bad.
I
You
know.
should look at the bottom of the bottle like on Bar Rescue. Look at the fucking boll weevils running around there. You guys have been drinking some goddamn boll weevils in there. This bar's closed down. Fucking, I'll drink these boll
Boll
weevils.
weevils. Good.
Yeah. That's the worst fucking show. I hate that goddamn show.
You know, is that John?
John Tapper?
John Tapper?
Yeah, and now have you seen what the asshole's doing now?
No.
He's doing relationship rescue.
Yeah, marriage rescue.
Same shit.
Why is he qualified?
He's not qualified at all. He just got, you don't want to hear the truth. I'll tell you the truth. You got boll weevils in your bed.
Why did he knows he's not just an expert at fixing things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. Hey, it's the Paramount
John
channel.
Tapper's lawnmower repair shop. Right?
It's the Paramount channel. They're begging for programming.
And they follow the exact same formula for Bar Rescue. So he sits out in the truck, pulls up, right? He's got like a fucking expert and a cooking expert, because that's what you need to make any good relationship last.
Fucking expert?
Fucking expert.
Fucking cooking.
Throw some dick. And eat some lunch. You're going to be happy. So anyway, then they watch hidden cameras of them fight, and she goes, "That's it, I've seen enough." And he goes in there, and they're usually having some sort of party, like a get together. And he's like, "What is this? Some sort of fucking Oscar De La Hoya fight? Get all you goddamners out of here, fucking shit! Where is the man of the house? Well, I've been out there watching in the car, and you've been calling him and shaming in front of all his fucking friends and stuff, huh? And don't think these cameras didn't catch me trying to look at her tits and do fucking blow off her pussy in the goddamn bathroom. That's it. I'm shutting it down. I'm coming back tomorrow, and everyone's so we're gonna clean this fucking shit out."
Yeah. That's the show.
That's it. That's the whole show.
Do they go back in 6 months?
Yeah.
Take a look.
No,
at
then they redo the house, make it look like a fucking Red Lobster, and leave.
Now you can learn how to fucking cook. I'm out of here.
Let me tell you why those shows are all full of shit. One reason.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Well, we all know they're full of shit. Those Bar Rescue, restaurant, whatever the fuck. One episode of Bar Rescue, okay? They go in and they've got one of those tanks where you can pick your own lobster. You put in $5 and the lobsters are alive, and you grab one and they cook them for
Like
you.
with your own fucking hands.
No, when they have the little claw. They got the little, it's like the claw machine.
The claw machine.
They have a
That's
claw
evil.
machine for fucking lobsters.
If they were smart, they would just make that claw really loose, and it would just cost $0.25 a play.
Yeah.
But it only picks up like every 30th
Yeah.
lobster.
Well, they get one of these things, and it's gaudy as fuck.
120th.
Gaudy as fuck. And so Tapper goes, this is fucking stupid. Get this fucking out. People, you got PETA. You're going to fucking get this the fuck out of here.
Wait, I tuned out for a second. They picked a gaudy lobster?
No, the machine is gaudy. The fucking stupid.
Okay.
It's a gaudy machine. You don't want to
That's
have
on me. I own it.
Yeah. So they fucking get rid of it. Fast forward 2 nights later, I'm watching fucking the Hell's Kitchen guy.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay's rescue show.
Got another machine?
He's got a fucking restaurant. Gordon Ramsay brings one in. He says, "Oh, look how great this fucking thing is. Your customers can grab the fucking lobster." And like, so you guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're just fucking making shit up.
Of course they
the
are.
same fucking brand of machine and it's like he took it from the other show.
Of course they did.
it was on the lot.
All of those
Yeah.
shows. I remember playing Shreveport, Louisiana, back when the Funny Bone, not Under the Bridge, not the original.
Okay.
When they
Bossier
moved to
one?
the Bossier side.
The other side, yeah.
Yeah.
It's even shadier.
Yes, where you're in the
Like,
bowling
God
alley.
damn,
Yeah,
exactly.
So they were taping an episode of something Exterminators, and it was that
Billy the Exterminator.
maybe so, one of those
Yep.
guys, with the dude with the tattoos and all
Yeah.
the
Yes.
And this horribly shitty comedian magician, Rob Jenkins, that I'm sure we all are familiar with. No one else is, because you wouldn't be. He was on an episode that they taped the weekend I was there, and he was supposed to be the comedy magician performing at the club, and his
Yeah.
wild
Disappearing
turkeys
turkey
got
trick.
loose.
Wild turkeys.
So he was doing a disappearing turkey trick, and they showed up and let like 8 turkeys go in the club.
Yeah.
Like they bust these turkeys in from wherever turkeys
'Cause
live.
There's nobody really does a fucking turkey
Of
bit.
course not. The whole thing was manufactured. The fucking the exterminator standing around going, "Do I get to wrangle them yet?" And the director's like, "Not yet." And it's fucking
Not yet.
just
Hold on, they ain't called enough for ruckus yet. Get up in there, you dirty ass gobble.
I had to Google and find the episode, and I watched it. And
Did
it's
you
terrible.
for real?
Oh fuck yeah! It's as terrible as you think. I'll try to find that bitch on break.
It's fake. It's just all those
Everything's
shows
fake.
are bullshit.
Yeah.
That Crane, they assume that you don't watch all those shows, Rob.
Yeah.
Right.
You
But
need
he's-
a life.
Yeah.
That's you have gone
That's
deeper
true.
than anyone has ever gone. No one's seen that before.
Yeah.
He's running around the club like, we got to find these turkeys. We got to find these turkeys. And every time he says turkey, it cuts to a camera of just looking at a turkey. I'm like, well, the camera dude found it.
Yeah.
Like, what? Where the fuck are you?
Y'all put a GoPro on that motherfucker before you let him loose.
You got
That's
a-
pretty much
you got a
bust.
turkey's
My
eye
favorite
view.
shot is when they're doing some kind of reality show and they go knock on somebody's door and then they have the inside shot of them opening.
Oh, yeah.
The fucking cameraman had to be inside.
Bro,
like
that one.
what the?
on-
hello, surprise
on
person.
the on the
Oh, they're
on
already
the,
mic'd up.
yeah,
Yes,
they got
yes.
the fucking mic cord and
on the
everything.
survival shows when Bear Grylls is down at the bottom with like President Obama or whoever
Yeah.
the fuck he's got with him that week, and you see an angle from up at the top, and Bear Grylls mic'd up at the bottom going, "No one's ever made it up there before. I don't know how we're gonna get up there." I'm like, "Bitch, go the way the cameraman went."
Yeah.
That
Did you ever see the time where he was out in the wild and a car passed by and it made it to air? It actually made it to air and they didn't catch it. And then as soon as it did, like the internet just exploded. Just,
I love-
you fucking liar.
I love those shows because, like, so Bear Grylls clearly a badass. The dude's pedigree
Yes.
is strong. There is no part of me that doubts his ability to survive in that situation. But then there's
I
dudes.
doubt the cameraman's.
Yeah.
Right.
But those dudes, like when you remember that old show Survivor Man?
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
Les
Yeah, yeah.
Stroud. That dude. It's funny because that dude would clown Bear Grylls all the time. He would always drop these little things. He'd be out because he's like, I'm carrying 60 pounds of my own camera gear. That's why I didn't have room for a lighter. And he wanders out into the fucking Arctic, and he's just out there shooting it. And the whole time he's like, people that have you convinced that there's some, something romantic about being out here, like there's some man versus wild sort of situation. And
yeah.
he would just hammer away at Bear. He's like, that fake ass TV.
So
and then he'd eat a lizard.
Yeah,
we
right.
don't have it here, but I got hooked on it in Canada. It's a show called Man Tracker. Have you heard of
Man
it?
Tracker?
Is this like the Hunger Games, or like
No.
surviving the game?
Yes, this dude is in an old cowboy duster on a horse, and he's got a cowboy hat, and it's one or two people that they just set out and like, your goal is you have to get to this spot, blah blah, and then he gives you a head start, and then he goes and looks for clues, and he tracks you down, and then he just catches them, and it's
Why don't you just get in an Uber?
it's like you
Right?
it's,
Take a flight.
You have a horse. I have a fucking.
no, it's out like in a fucking forest or whatever, and
Is there like it's in the wild, right? Like in the outdoors,
Yes.
not just
So you
in
can't
town?
just like cross one river, catch a cab, and then be in downtown Cincy.
but it's like you gotta go, and it's one of these like, okay, well, I can't go that way because there's a fucking river. And then when he catches them, he just rides up on his fucking horse, and they just go, ah, fuck, like they don't.
You got me.
They don't fucking run or nothing. Like, just run the base, bitch.
Well, yeah. I would just like hold still.
I'd paint myself
all
like
that
half
fake
tree,
shit.
half rock, and stand really
we all
still.
know, there was a guy I used to know. He played minor league baseball. You remember the guy in Bull Durham? They have, or not in Bull Durham, but there was a guy going around. He was like the expert fucking strikeout king of the world, and he'd throw the ball behind his back. He struck out he'd go to minor
Not the
league
softball guy, is it?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
but
there's
he
a
would
thing.
have-
Wait, there's a
traveling
guy
song.
striking people out
Yeah,
with
he would-
behind the back
yeah,
throws.
It's a trick.
It's like a Harlem Globetrotters style, but it's a vault.
So he
it's a
comes to
softball
he
team.
comes to your town, right? And he plays. They sell tickets. It's a thing. He's got one guy in the field and him, and he strikes out everybody. Nobody ever gets a hit.
Who's on the other side? The Washington Nationals?
No, it's the team that
Like
plays
whoever,
there.
yeah, you
It's
try
whatever.
to,
It's
yeah,
like
that's how they promote it. You and all your friends. Who's good at baseball?
No. It's like the Bay City, whatever Bay City Thunder, whatever.
A real team gets really struck out by a dude throwing balls behind his back?
Yeah, and he throws it between his legs. He throws the eephus
And nobody
pitch,
can hit it.
and nobody can hit
I'm
it.
gonna be
And
honest
that's
with
the
you.
thing.
I counted a lot of balks. They're not calling that shit.
I know a guy who did it. He played on one of the teams, and the guy comes to town, and he's right up front with the team. Like, okay, we're gonna sell a bunch of tickets, and the guy's like 70.
Oh, yeah.
He's been doing this for years.
Right.
It's a Harlem Globetrotter bullshit thing, and so the guy's manager says, okay, here's the deal. You have to swing at everything. It's like, what do you go? Yeah, wherever it is. you got to fucking swing at it. Okay. And the guy's like, well, what if it's a ball? It doesn't matter. You got to fucking swing at it. It could be 10 feet out of the fucking strike zone. You got to swing at it. And so they got up
that makes
there,
it easier.
And
Show business, man.
Yeah,
You gotta
and they
get
only
there,
play
ham it
like
up.
3 or 4 innings. It's before a regular game.
Yeah.
And he strikes every bills. The last inning, we're all like, God damn, I want to fucking hit this guy. Because he's throwing up fucking shit. It's like, I just want to piss him off. And he goes, apparently he knows this, right? And he knows he's going to piss off. And by the 3rd inning, when everybody's had a couple of swings at it, he starts pulling out real shit. And he was like, I swear to God, I was going to take him. He got me on 3 pitches, dude.
Stop.
Yeah,
That's smart.
Yeah, he
Stop.
goes. Yeah, he got me on 3 fucking.
So the first 3
Yeah.
innings are for show that he's
He's showing you what he wants
yeah.
to see.
That's how he gets his name up, and then he knows he's like, I know one of you motherfuckers wants to be on camera for
Yeah.
this. So here comes the heat, motherfucker. I admire the hustle.
Yeah.
Charge the mound. I pray for death. Go ahead. Let's go.
We got to take a quick break. John Wessling back on the podcast with Sam Damaris and Rob Mungo and me. Man, I like this shit. More us in just a moment.
Question? Comment? Just need to vent? Email us at podcast@praisewhiskey.com.
Welcome back to the Whiskey Brothers podcast. All 4 original Whiskey Brothers in the house. I raise a glass to that. Cheers,
Wait.
gentlemen.
Since
Take it
we're
back
all
to the
here,
old school.
why don't we pull out one of the old favorites?
Uh-oh.
I'll give you America's second favorite game show.
Second favorite.
Second favorite. Yeah! Racehorse or sex act. I will give you a term. You'll tell me if it's an actual sex act as defined by Urban Dictionary or an actual racehorse as registered with the American Thoroughbred Association. Are you ready to play, gentlemen?
Fuck yes.
I remember this.
It's been old times. Let's see if you still have it. I give you the first one. Yeah, let's see. Kentucky shampoo. Is Kentucky shampoo a racehorse or a sex act?
Oh.
I leave it to you.
It's
gentlemen.
where- here's
I'll
what it
do
is.
my shot now.
Man.
Kentucky shampoo. There's nothing sexual. Okay, here. So it's when she takes the one tooth that is in her mouth.
Yeah.
And she uses it to lovingly caress your hair and brush it
Oh, gross.
as she sticks a finger in your butthole.
Sure. Yeah.
I think if it was, in fact, a sex act, the Kentucky shampoo is you are standing upright. Your cousin is filleting your penis. And as
With that accent.
as you nut into her toothed mouth, you dump out your Dr. Pepper spit cup that you've been putting your Copenhagen
You
spits into.
can sub a Mountain
into
Dew,
her
right?
hair.
Sure.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you could totally. It depends what time of year.
Okay.
Sometimes mellow yellow if you just look at
Ooh,
that can,
look at
yeah.
that.
If it's
but
Christmas.
it's the dumping the spit can into the hair
I
and
see.
rubbing it in. While you're getting a blowjob from your cousin.
I think you guys
strong.
you're going too strong with it. I think it's just it's she's down there blowing you and you pull out and she closes her eyes because she thinks it's going for the face and you don't. You go to the top of the head. You give her the Cameron Diaz something about Mary.
That's good.
The Kentucky
strong.
part is she's related to you.
Yeah. I see. The related Cameron Diaz.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just crazy enough to work.
All right. So what are you going to say for real, John?
Oh, it's totally a horse.
Horse?
I think is pretty.
Yeah, we're
obvious.
all horses.
Yeah.
It's a horse.
Kentucky shampoo is a horse.
Yes,
you got that right.
It's a horse.
Congratulations.
It's fun to play, but
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
horse.
fun. Yeah.
Y'all knew it was a horse.
All right.
Come
Fair
on.
enough. Yeah. All right then.
Try to stump us,
I
Rob.
think he won the Freakness.
I know. The Freakness. All right.
Was head and shoulders above the rest.
Your second selection, ladies and gentlemen, I give you wasabi roll. Wasabi roll
wasabi.
is wasabi roll a sex act or a racehorse?
Oh.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a real good
wasabi roll. Yeah.
I want to say it's a sex act because pardon French, but Japs don't do horses.
one. They do for lunch.
Yeah, for lunch. Yeah, they eat them.
No, that's cats.
Yeah, that's Chinese. Yeah,
I thought Cats was a deli.
yeah.
we offended every fucking nationality.
That's the only way it's fair.
We didn't miss anybody, right?
It's good to have you back.
Well, as a woman, I'm
Cats is
happy to be
never
here.
Ding!
Fucking Mick. Here's
Right, so I'm sorry.
Yay.
Say it again.
Wasabi roll.
Wasabi roll.
Wasabi roll.
Wasabi
Okay,
roll.
as a sex act, the wasabi roll. You know what's the old the 8 seconds joke? The when you get her from behind, you
That's rodeo fucking.
yeah, and you call her by your sister's
yeah.
name,
Oh, yeah,
and you
yeah.
try to hold on for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Wasabi roll is a Japanese inversion of that. What you do is you're making love in dog fashion, as the kids like to do nowadays. And they're in the dog fashion when they're doing the proper back bend, not
Fair.
the improper humpy fucking Alice the Camel.
One with a bitch of an arch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if you don't do the proper bend, then the little stinky winky doesn't pop up.
Right,
You know what I'm
you got to do the proper bend. You want it to look like a water slide you would ride.
Right, exactly. So anyway, when the stinky winky is presented upon itself, much like a cat in need of petting,
Fair enough.
and as you're going,
The
then-
balloon knot area.
you know the little sushi, the wasabi pile that you get with the sushi order.
Yes.
It's like a little dollop,
little
right?
dollop.
Yeah.
You just take that dollop and you just put the entire thing right in their asshole and hold it shut with your thumb,
Oh.
and they're gonna go.
Yeah.
They're gonna tighten up. They're gonna buck. They're gonna
And you know you got a real one if she says, that's not real wasabi.
Oh yeah, what is that, horseradish?
Yeah, that's the
What is that,
horseradish.
green horseradish.
Come on,
you fag?
amateur.
I think it's when you're fucking a Japanese chick, and then like right when she's about to come, you pull out and start singing Rick Astley.
Rick roll. I see what you did roll. I see what he did there.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Shit.
I don't know if you've had the Rick roll at Raw Sushi, but that is really good.
What is it? My gut says it's a racehorse, but then again, it's when you finger bang a girl who might have been a little bit dirty, and basically when you're done, don't touch your eyes till you go wash your hands.
yeah, I see.
It's also called the good crawfish.
Yeah, right.
I like that.
Yeah.
The seeds burn you worse than the
Yeah.
meat does. Yeah.
Do we
All
think
right.
it's a horse, guys, or we think
Oh, it's totally a horse.
A horse?
Wasabi roll, yeah, horse.
I think it's a sex act, but I don't know what the fuck it is.
It is a racehorse. Wasabi
okay.
roll is a racehorse.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. All right. Let's see. Oh, here's one for your plate. For your never mind.
Use your words.
Yeah. Chili peach taco. Chili peach taco. Chili peach taco. Racehorse.
Okay.
Sex act.
This clearly involves double penetration of a Georgia girl. That covers all three, right? Chili,
Kinda,
peach,
yeah,
and taco.
I think
Did we
so.
get there?
Yeah.
I would say if you've picked up a homeless girl and you've had sex with her
Yeah.
and you promised her a meal, but it's out of whatever's left in your fridge.
Oh, the chops.
Yeah, she can have. Yeah, you can have a chili peach taco.
Yeah.
That's a total episode of
Yeah,
chops.
that's an episode of Chops.
The mystery ingredient is peach.
Chili, peaches, and tacos.
I'm gonna pray to God this is a fucking horse. Because if it's a sex act, I don't even think my brain can handle it.
I'm not sure which one of those words. Yeah.
Well, peach is a butt, and a taco is a cooch, and chili
Is your
Makes
meat.
everything
is
ugly.
fucking faces. That's the
Yeah.
that's
All
a
right, so
shitty
let's go around the
situation.
room. What do we think, man? Johnny?
Oh, it's a sex.
100% sex.
Sex act.
Please be a horse.
It is not a horse. I'm sorry.
There's
Chili
no
peach
way.
taco is, of course, a sex act. It's when you put hot sauce. Now, see, I don't understand this part. But you put hot sauce
Things
on your
immediately-
own eyelashes. All right? You put hot sauce on your own eyelashes,
Oh, God.
and then you give butterfly kisses to the anus of your lover, causing a unique burning sensation for both of you.
Yeah, so does as a couple slapping a cop and getting maced. You
Yeah.
both have the same pepper taste for the rest
Yeah.
of your life.
Oh,
But you know what, kids? You see that kind of putting chili peppers. It's like it's the jackass
Yes.
effect, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have a whole generation, kids. If you're into that kind of shit, do drugs, man. There's a lot
Yeah.
of great drugs out there, and I don't
Yeah.
mean that. I don't mean like opioids and the shit in the cabinets. Okay, find a stranger outside an open mic.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take whatever they palm you.
You go to your local open mic. If you see someone who's getting a lot of cigarettes bummed off of them, that person has drugs. Okay, so go talk to that person and try something good. Don't put fucking peppers in your eye.
Yeah,
Fucking
like
idiots.
All
right, one more.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the butterfly kisses was what I don't know how y'all missed that one. That's what I thought was the worst of it.
That's horrible.
The butterfly kisses to the asshole.
I mean, you got to spread those cheeks wide open for me to get my flat face up there close enough to get my fucking eyelashes.
Yeah, that's you're trying to wink at the. That's hard to.
Makes that song no longer a daddy-daughter dance. I'll tell you that
Well, it does if you're doing a Kentucky.
That's a Kentucky show.
All right, how about this next one? Blushing Rosebud. Blushing Rosebud.
Look,
is Blushing Rosebud a racehorse or a sex act?
It's a sex act. It's got to be a sex act. Okay. It's when the girl's parents walk in on you fucking while you're watching Citizen Kane.
It's very specific, and you just spoiled the movie. Way to go!
That's Citizen Kane and Chill.
Citizen Kane and Chill. Yeah.
Nice.
Citizen Kane and Chill.
So, we're both learning something here.
Yeah.
That's
Johnny,
fine.
anything?
Oh, what was it again? Or please repeat the question. Use it in a sentence. Country of origin.
What is Blushing Rosebud?
The Blushing Rosebud. Okay. This one's funny. This one's fun to do.
Okay.
All right. You're going to be on your standard quasi. I guess
Get it, Cliff
you're gonna
Clavin.
start with a missionary base.
Yeah.
Right. But you're kind of on a knee situation, so you got to pull hunker over. So you're kind of on the knee triangle. So you're really prying it open there with the dick and balls.
Okay.
And then what you do is you simulate orgasm. I'm gonna come. She's like, yeah, keep going. And then you pull out. And instead of, as she's expecting a pollocking,
Of course.
instead you grab a nearby flip flop. And you just smack the shit out of her pussy like there was a roach walking across her. She ain't gonna know what to do. I'll be damned. That whole thing don't just stick out like a little rosebud. You
need a chancla.
It swells up real quick.
Get a
like a manatee's mouth. Just
yes,
full on.
Like when I get the bad lip filler, it's real swollen. So it is. So you just slap.
It's like
Zsa Gabor's lips.
it's like a largemouth bass, just gasping for air.
So you'll see a lot of the sex acts that I gravitate to involve surprise and orgasm.
Sam thoughts?
Direction.
It's like, you beat me to it. I was going to say we eat a girl out on a sled, but and then I thought to myself, I'm like, well, this sounds like a pussy with razor burn, and then I thought, well, it certainly doesn't involve a black chick. So I'm at all kinds
Razor
of
burn.
losses. I'm just gonna go to a
Racehorse?
Okay, so you're saying racehorse, gentlemen?
Totally a horse.
Yeah, I'm already
horse.
in on whatever I was.
You're on horse?
It's a horse.
That is a racehorse. You would be correct.
Damn it, though, Rosebud. That's cheating.
I know. All right,
but
time for one more?
Yeah. We got time for one more. Quick.
Nebraska Avalanche. Nebraska Avalanche. Is that a racehorse or a sex act?
Oh, Nebraska Avalanche.
Nebraska Avalanche.
It's when you're having an orgy on a roof. I don't know if I'm answering the question or fantasizing
I've been
right
in Nebraska. That's the only place to get a view. You got to get up on that roof if you want to see something.
That's what So all that Nebraska co-ed shit. Listen, Pornhub.
I think the Nebraska Avalanche, that's where you duck off in an alley with a chick, right? And this is like some frat boy shit. You know what I mean? It's,
like Duke frat boy or like?
No. You duck off, like the one dude ducks off in an alley with a chick. He bends over. He's going to town or whatever.
Is she willingly there?
Oh, yeah, she's willingly there. But what she doesn't know is that on the roof is all his frat buddies. And then she's like, oh. And
they're masturbating at the same time?
And he just ducks out and then death from above.
Like fucking 300. We will blot out the sky with our cum.
Yes.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, just
Oh, God.
That's horrible.
That's vile.
That's horrible.
How do you synchronize that many orgasms?
Practice.
you went.
You have rehearsal.
long
You
semester.
got to have rehearsal.
You went cum. I was actually going to say pee.
Well, way easier. My bad then.
But it just looks like double dare. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Did somebody say I don't know?
Yeah.
we got to get out of here.
But then you have the one guy who does jack off. I thought that was what we were doing. We're peeing? Okay, this is why we have rehearsal.
God
Johnny
damn it,
West
Billy.
back on the
What
podcast.
do you want to know what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nebraska. What do you think it is?
Does it matter, Rob?
What do you think?
It's a
horse?
sex act.
Sex
It's a sex act?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a racehorse.
That's we waited
No,
for
it's
that.
not. I'm kidding. It's a sex act.
No. What's the real
It's
one?
when multiple men ejaculate on your lover.
You work Omaha.
Very well.
Actually, no. It's when you fuck a chick and whoever comes first. That's how you decide whether or not they enter the union as a slave or free state.
You sneeze and all the corn on the cob shoots out.
Yeah.
At John Wessling, super easy to find on Twitter. Say hello. We are going to stick around with you. You're going to do Friday's episode as well. You can always find us collectively at Praise Whiskey. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, man. Bieber.
I got it.
They don't want no problem. Nah.
Music provided by Scarface. Thank you for listening to yet another excellent episode of the Whiskey Brothers Podcast, the world's funniest podcast ever. The Whiskey Brothers Podcast was made in America by Americans, mostly in and around the Houston area. All content copyright the Whiskey Brothers. This concludes our broadcast day. Goodbye.